Get money, get money, money.
Yeah,
Get money, get money.
introducing
Get money,
Razi
get money,
01.
Hey, budget fam, welcome if you are new here and welcome back if you're a loyal subscriber. Today we are actually going to be going through and showing you how to use the planner, where to put what, and how to get on your financial journey. All right, so when you first open, of course, you're going to sign your name because this is you saying for the next 12 months, I'm taking my finances seriously and I am committing to it. Then you have your money vision board. So with the money vision board, this is where you are going to put all of your goals that you would like to see. So any money goals, any life goals, whatever you want to do, you can cut out pictures, you can draw it, you can write it on there. But this is an important step because we need to know where we are headed. So yes, it's important to know where you are, but we also need to know where are we trying to go. So that is going to be on that page. Then we get over to your subscriptions. So knowing your subscriptions is very important. We have the monthly, the 6 month, and the yearly. This helps us so that we are not forgetting, and those little charges that you see, they'll start to add up. You'll start to have to take money from other places. So it's just best that we know exactly what subscriptions we are paying for. If you feel like you no longer need those subscriptions, go ahead and cut them out because that is more money that is going to go back into your pocket. So then we have our income tracker. So with the income tracker, this is just a way for you to see what you've made week to week. So even if you get paid bi-weekly, you could do this. If you get paid monthly, if you get paid any of the pay schedules, all you're doing is keeping track of how much you are actually taking home. Then we get into the actual months. So we have January all the way through December. It does not matter when you start because they are undated. So we get to the monthly goals. With the monthly goals, you want to put your goal at the top, your action plan. So what is your plan to reach your monthly goal? Then you have your action steps. So what are the steps you are going to take within your plan? And then you can do your savings tracker if you choose to. Then we have a monthly challenge. So with this, you can do each box as $10 as it says, or you can totally make it whatever you want. So each box can be $50. Each box can be $100. It's however much you are willing to save, but we want it to start low. We also have a bonus for start and finish. We'll have the $50 a piece, so that's an extra $100 if you were to do it how it says. So this is just a monthly challenge that you can use. So then we get to the monthly calendar. So this is where you're going to put all of your paydays, all of your bills and expenses, and how much they are. So you're going to fill this out whatever year you're using, whatever day falls on whatever weekday, weekend, however, then you're going to put your payday. So I get paid weekly, so I would put payday on every Friday for that month. Okay. And then I'm going to put all of my bills and expenses. So the way that I do this is I make sure that I color code it. So since I get paid weekly, this first pay period would be a certain color, and then it would be for that whole entire week until I get paid again. That is what bills are due from this pay period. So then this next one would be from this Friday until the next one when I get paid again. Whatever bills fall under that week is what I'm putting on my paycheck budget sheet, which is what we will get to in a few pages. So you can put all of your extracurricular activities on here so that you can put holidays on here, things that you're going to be spending money, like if you have to attend a birthday and you want to buy gifts, put the birthday on there so that you remind yourself that you need to factor in that money for that paycheck. All right. So that is your calendar. Then we get to the what bills do I have? So this is just one that you can use every month to jot down and brainstorm all of your bills and expenses. So variable expenses, that's like your gas, your groceries, your household items, your eating out money, your personal. I also put my utilities over there, your debt. those type of things I put under variables. Fixed expenses, they do not change for the most part. So that's like your house, your rent, your car payment, your car insurance, your phone bill, your Wi-Fi bill, those type of things. You know when they're coming out and you know exactly how much it's going to cost you. Okay, so then I split it off into optionals, which are your subscriptions and memberships. So any subscriptions and memberships are going to go in that last column. So once you have found all of your bills and expenses, you have put it on the calendar. Now you can go through and transfer that information to your monthly budget. So this is your income source. If you already know how much you're going to be making, you can go ahead and put that in your income source. You want to gather all of your income, okay? All of your income that comes in, including your side hustle money. So we have fixed expenses. Again, you're just taking what you already have, putting it over in here, and you're going to fill out the amount. Once you figure out all of your fixed expenses, you're going to total them together. You do the same thing for variables and you do the same thing for optionals. It's good for you to do the research ahead of time on how much you're going to spend on those groceries, that gas that you need for your car, personal spending, things like that. Give it an actual number so that you can go with the flow of how your monthly budget is supposed to go. So then you do the same thing to your subscriptions and memberships under the optionals, and then you're going to total all three sections together, which is going to give you your total amount for your bills for that month. Sometimes it'll be the same exact thing because nothing changes. Sometimes you might add or take something away, so it will go up or down. So that is your total bills. Then all you do is take your total income and subtract your total bills. So we have weekly meals in here. You plan out your meals how you want to. You could do breakfast, lunch, dinner. You could do just breakfast, just lunch, just dinner. You can include your snacks and other things that you need for the grocery store. And then you will be set to go when you go into the store. Then we get to the paycheck. All you're doing is writing your take-home pay. You're putting what bills are due during that pay period. And then you're giving yourself your weekly cash. So weekly cash does not mean you have to take the cash out, but it's like your gas, your groceries, your household items, your personal spending, things like that, that you need on hand until you get paid again. So any leftover money that you have is what you can use to pay extra on debt and or put into your savings category. So this is where your savings account and your budget binders come into play. This is also where your savings challenges can come into play. So what you want to do is figure out what categories you want to save for, whether that's vacation, savings challenges, long-term things like everybody's individual savings, retirement, emergency fund, birthdays, holidays, family time, whatever your categories are, you can put them in here. And whatever leftover money you have that you say, I'm going to save, that is what you're going to put in the total. From there, you are assigning every dollar a job. You decide how much you want to put in all of your categories. So if you want to put 10, that's fine. If you want to put 15, that's fine. If you want to put 50, that is fine. You are in control of your money, so you are picking the amount. And all you're doing is subtracting until you have no money left. Okay? Then it repeats for 5 weeks. If you get an extra paycheck, it's fine. There's enough space in here. So this is where's my money going? This is where you are going to track all of your spending. So when you pay rent, when you pay your mortgage, when you go out to eat, when you go to the store, when you go to Target, when you get a coffee, it needs to be written down. That way you can track it. Was it in your budget or not? If you already put the money aside for it in your monthly budget sheet and you still have money, you're still within your budget. But if you say, okay, I'm going to do eating out for $100 for the month, but you've halfway through the month already spent that $100, then anything after that, it's going to be not in your budget because you budgeted $100 for it. So this is a way to keep track of where your money is going so that you can see, okay, the spending habits that you have. You can see why you went over budget, or why you broke even on your budget, or why you were under your budget. It's a very good tool to use. Then we get to your review. So every month you want to review and see how you did, because that's the way we're going to learn how to improve for the next months to come. So this is what you actually spent. So it's a good thing to fill this out, because then you can just go through and say, okay, I spent $150 on groceries and eating out for this month. I spent $79 on subscriptions for this month, and you're going to do it for every single one. So your projected budget is going to be what was on your monthly budget sheet. Your actual budget is what you just calculated on this sheet, and you can compare to see it, again, if you were under budget, you broke even on your budget, or you went over your budget. And then this is just the monthly goal that you set at the beginning of the month. How much did you actually save? What worked for you? And what improvements do you want to do for the next month? And then we have a note sheet in every month. They repeat, they repeat, they repeat. So the good thing about a budget is it's repetition until you need to change something out. So in March, I would do the same exact thing that I did. If something were to change, then I plug and play the change that there is. In the back of the sheet, in the back of the book, there's debt repayment sheets. And then at the end of your 12 months, I want you to go ahead and do your yearly overview. So what were your top 5 accomplishments? What total money did you save? What debt did you pay off? What improvements do you want to do for the next 12 months? And did you do any investment? So after you have filled out this whole thing, no matter if you start in January, or you started in June, or you started in October or November, December, use the entire 12 months. All right. So that is how you fill out the planner. It's really just repetition and being consistent. I hope this helped, and I'll see y'all in the next video. As I always leave and say, y'all be budgeted.
Get money, get money, money.
Yeah.
Get money, get money, money.
Introducing
Get money,
Razi
get money,
01.
get money.